Welcome to the Idiots of Randomness, Episode 9, recorded August 18th, 2020. Hello everyone, welcome to the Idiots of Randomness. I'm your host, Michael McElroy. Joining us as always is Chris Metrone, and welcoming the official third member of the podcast crew, Militia! Peter.
Hi.
I still need to come up with a name.
You could say it started with the last episode, it was official.
Was it? Oh.
I think I put him in the credits as a special guest still. So he's official.
Maybe you're under consideration then, Militia.
Yeah,
he wasn't
needed
too sure
to pass
if you're good enough.
Makes
sense.
Initiation.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so far you've only barely passed because you didn't want to do it last week and you were late today.
I know. You're already on thin ice with us, young man.
Barely pass.
I'm sorry, Dad. You can punish me later.
I could make such a joke.
Okay, anyway. Hi, guys. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the shit show that happens every other week-ish.
Woo!
How's everybody doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, there was it looked like a crash just outside my house. There were cops around.
Like a bandicoot?
People just on the street. What?
I'm done.
No.
I quit the podcast after my first episode.
Militia, get your ass back here.
All right.
I saw an opportunity there and I took it.
I think everything's fine. Everything is fine outside.
Okay.
Nobody seemed hurt.
Oh, well, Militia, how are we doing tonight?
Doing okay. Just working. I'm working on an editing reel actually for a gig. I'm actually I'm editing a podcast for a couple of people possibly. I can't give too many details away, but
are you cheating on us? I bring you into
this
and you're cheating on us already.
No. It's just an editing gig. I promise.
Everyone has collabs with our podcasts. It's all good, Militia.
Out of curiosity,
but we're still your number one.
Of course.
Out of curiosity, Militia, is it incredibly hot in New York?
Yes, it is actually super hot, and I want to die because I live in the hottest room in my house, so it's just
your room does look pretty hot.
Yeah, it's been incredibly hot in California. Today was 110.
Oh, yeah, I heard that they were going to triple digits, dude. How have you been with that?
42% humidity today.
Oh,
so it was just, I nearly died. I felt terrible. And then Meta's just enjoying his nice winter weather. It's nice and cool. He's probably
right now. It's weird because during the day it's still pretty warm, and then at night it might just drop a little bit, but not by much. And besides, for me, I don't really feel the cold all that much, so I could just
wait. Would you say the cold never bothered you anyway?
I didn't want to say. Why is that showing off?
Wow. Well, we're at 1080p, 30 frames a second, 54.
No,
53,
wow.
52.
Yeah, I can. Let me just turn it off. I think that.
So Meta has himself a DSLR as his webcam. He's still getting the hang of it.
Yeah, like it's new. And it doesn't have
It's really nice.
Yeah, but Militia, the camera itself doesn't have like a disable function for me to where it automatically turns off. So it will do that every once in a while. So I try and keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't do that. Yeah.
So I mean that's
yeah.
So that's part of what he has to go through. But I have to say it looks fantastic. Because compared to what me and Militia look like right now, which is garbage.
Well, the thing with I will say the C920 Logitech cameras, like the webcams, I think they're very good for everyone to use.
The problem is,
definitely.
I think the problem is because the way how it blown up it starts kind of looking shitty when it's compressed down for like a webcam for like a stream.
But
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because the thing with because like with webcams, you're not like having it like be the main screen. Like it's just like you're like compressing it down to like a very small screen.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks a lot more better quality. But what I don't like about webcams is how you have to fiddle around with like the settings and it resets, so you have to do it again.
Like what I had to do before I actually started this. I had
yeah,
to fix
like
the
you have to
entire
do the white
balance.
balance, saturation,
And I'm still
construct.
white
Yeah,
as
it's
You have
shit.
auto white balance?
an autofocus.
It does, but it
Yeah,
makes me
no,
look really
it's-
washed out.
And also sometimes the webcam, fucks up the frame rate. Like it, like,
yeah, I have.
and I hate it because like, normally the cameras would run around like, say, if you're doing 720, it would be like 60 depending on which webcam you're using, or 1080 for like 30, and sometimes it just drops down to like 20, and it's like it looks so jaggedy.
I still have
The
my
best
first
example-
webcam. The one I bought originally when I started streaming, it's a Logitech C310 or something like that.
Yeah.
720p at 30 frames per second.
I had a 270. It was.
Oh,
But like, yeah, with DSLR,
Oh.
yeah, like with DSLRs, what you can do is you can also like you can see like the background is like out of focus, so like I'm sort of like the main focus.
I
It's
really
pretty good at
want
doing that.
I really want a DSLR.
It's also very good with making like the image quality like a lot better.
Well, it's 'cause the
Nothing's
pixel
like all
density's a lot
bright.
better.
Shit,
Yeah,
look at just
exactly.
touching, man. Look at
No,
Because like you see,
No touching.
what's good with like stop. It's very good with like making the lighting like pretty well, like just working with the lighting, because as you can see like on your end, Mac, like it's very bright, your webcam. That could be the exposure, but yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Is that the
I'm very
same bottle
tempted.
as
I'm
Militia?
tempted to put some rum in my coffee.
Is that the same?
That's the same
Bottle?
bottle.
Well, man.
No, I'm not an alcoholic
Yeah.
like Militia.
Yeah,
What are you talking about, man? I don't drink on every. Oh, okay, wait a minute.
yeah, but like
Have you seen the shelf behind you?
Those aren't mine. I promise.
What are they, your
not
girlfriends?
Anyway,
No.
so-
Just like he comes up to you,
I
babe, I
know-
need to store some alcohol in your house. My
Last
parents
thing,
have started
I'll-
to judge me.
Nah. It's, okay, I admit it. I'm an alcoholic, guys. I'm sorry.
Hi everyone,
Can I
my
talk
name's
now?
Militia. I'm an alcoholic.
Militia.
Okay, I'm sorry, Meta. We're interrupting you.
Anyway, as I was saying, so one last thing I'll mention about the camera is it's my family's camera, but they never use it. So I'm like, can I just borrow this, because I'm probably going to use it more than you guys? And it's like, yeah, sure.
You do realize
Dang
the
it.
moment you need to do something really important for recording, they're going to need the camera.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Like,
Anyway, so
I could buy myself my own like camera, but like I need to actually work out like which camera I'm looking for, because I don't fucking know how. Like when I look at the cameras, I'm like, okay, I have all these details, but I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get from like opening up like
which one did I buy?
the box and what the images.
I bought a Nikon recently. Can't remember the model number. It's like an N6 something, 7 something. It's over there somewhere.
You also have to make sure you have to buy the right like
Lenses.
lenses, yes, and like power adapter to power the camera, because like the batteries, like they're in different like styles depending on like which brand you have,
Oh yeah.
and like,
Tech tips
what the
with
model is.
Metrone.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
Meta's got himself a new webcam. I decided to finally ditch the shitty Logitech headset I've been wearing for the last 4 years, and I got myself a nice pair of headphones, Audio Technica.
Yeah, Audio Technica is the best.
Oh, I have Turtle Beach still. I'm still.
You don't
Wow.
remember what your one was.
You're like,
Dude, I don't remember,
I-
dude. This is the
Turtle
second
Beach,
pair I had to
that
buy.
throws me back. It's it's 2009, and I'm playing Call of Duty, and I'm playing against someone with a Turtle Beach, and they're somehow finding me every time because they can hear me perfectly as I'm listening off my TV speakers with my little one ear thing, listening to someone call me call my mom a
Yeah.
bitch.
So, I think we've gone everything, like all the
No, we need to ask Militia.
introductions
Do you
out of
have
the
any
way.
new stuff?
Besides the fez, I got some new shirts in a bag.
Woo! New shirts.
Unless you get actually, let me see the shirts. Just show them, man.
All right,
Just
hold
show
on.
them.
I got you guys.
Just realized I leaned back there. I got tits.
Black.
Oh, we got a black
And,
polo.
Congratulations. It's a known fact,
Blue.
Mac, that every person has tits.
The
You
blue
know
and
that.
black boys. Hell yeah.
Blue and black. Nice.
What's black and blue and red all over?
They got 2 buttons on them.
Depends.
Each.
What's Militia? What's black
Stretchy.
and blue and red all over?
Me if I don't take off the fez.
No, you after are you wearing one of those shirts after punching you in the face because of the fez?
You guys hate the fez. It's a nice shirt.
Fez
It's his style.
Where's the?
He only
put
wears it in the
space helmet up.
podcast. He
I
doesn't
want the
wear it
space
in his
helmet.
other YouTube videos.
I want the space helmet.
I'm not
up.
wearing this. I'm not wearing the space helmet for an episode. You can't force me.
What we need
No,
what
you
we need
can't.
to get you is a Mandalorian headset or helmet.
I wear that. I'll
Oh,
wear
yeah.
that for an
And there's the
I'll wear
Star
that
Wars
for an
reference.
Fuck!
Yes.
You've been tricked, Militia. You
Ah! So you
well
got
done,
See, that's how
Rack.
you-
Well done.
Militia hates the Star Wars references. So we recently learned.
No, he
But
doesn't.
I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
But he hates
No,
the
it's
fact
not
that we have to
Militia.
bring it up in every episode, so it's now like a goal. I have to like. One of these days, I'm just
No,
gonna.
like
I'm just gonna
Militia,
put,
Militia can deal with Star Wars reference. It's Spider who doesn't deal with any pop culture references. He hates it.
what I'll,
Any single one. Doesn't have to be Marvel. It's just he hates them.
in one of these, I'll just put my my Han Solo Funko Pop up there.
They should make a
Won't have to ever say it. It will
Han
always
Solo
be there.
pop figure where he's shooting the gun.
Mine has his blaster.
Does it?
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's Endor a Han. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, so I think we're rambling, which is fine because
Yes.
it is. We're supposed to be random.
Yeah, but we've got a very good topic
Yes,
today.
because I recently, a couple of weeks ago, I turned 25.
Hey.
I'm a quarter of a century
oh, did you?
old.
Not. Oh, you did.
Old as
That's
shit.
right.
But I found
Yeah, a
that
quarter of your life done.
that's very optimistic that I'm going to make it to 100. I like the idea.
If you make it to
100
100,
or
that'd be
plus.
spectacular.
As soon as he hits 100, he just drops dead. Boom.
3.
Yeah, like
one. Happy
the moment he hits midnight on his 100th birthday, it's like, all right, here it goes. In 5, 4, 3,
Actually, nobody
Happy New Year!
nobody in my family has made it to 100.
No
That's
one?
the goal.
Okay.
That's the goal, Mac. That's the
My
goal.
grandfather is the current running favorite because he's in good health and he's 88.
Hey.
Oh.
Anyway,
Go back to the future.
yes. So anyway, me turning 25 has started making me look back in the different decades, and especially because when 10 years ago, I was still in high school. In high
That's
school,
10 years ago for you.
yes, that was 10 years ago for me because I was 15. That would have been my sophomore year of high school.
Damn, boy.
I miss high school, but it got me thinking.
I honestly,
One thing that I want to talk about Meta about, especially because you went to Australian schools, which is probably completely different to American schools,
I think it is, yeah.
and my school is probably different than New York boy to here.
What are you talking about? We got chairs and
The New York public
desks
schools.
and-
I've seen in Manhattan, like when I
Textbooks.
went over there last year, I saw a few like schools just in the city. And I'm like, I was like, Jesus Christ, must
See,
be
the
cramped.
The difference though is if you look at like a New York City school compared to like where I live, it's so fucking different, dude. There's just.
Did your
so
school
many-
actually
Oh, I
have a
believe
name?
you on that.
Did your school have a name?
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Yeah. My school had a name. My school had a name. It was
'Cause-
named after some guy who, like sold cars.
Do you have schools that just don't have like a name?
Yes, they're public
Yeah,
school
they have like
27.
PS.
PS 27,
Oh,
PS
okay.
53.
Wow.
Because there's so many
creative.
schools like
It-
in the city, in Manhattan, there's so many different schools. They can't actually name them all because it'd just be
They
confusing.
suck. They all suck.
PS 57, go Cougars! But
Go animal.
go.
But yeah, that
Quadruped.
was something I did want to discuss about the differences between like Australia schools and America schools. 'Cause
First question: did you ever get wedgie?
yeah. Yes.
You nerd.
Oh shit! I was
the
only-
band
I got
geek and
Atomic
I-
Wedgie in like primary school. Yes, I
Atomic
remember.
wedgies. Were those the ones that like went like all the way up to your head?
pretty high up there. It never got over my head, but it was like,
Because
up here,
I
like-
consider that to be the atomic wedgie, all the way around onto the
Yeah.
forehead, and you're just okay.
It's a goal in life.
But we need to roll back.
can anyone actually do that? Like actually stretch the underwear all the way up over to the head and just strap them on their
I think it's
head? Has anyone actually
probably a
done that?
cartoon thing. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I got that from Ed, and Eddie.
I mean, yeah, it is a cartoon thing because I don't see that possible unless you like got very elastic underwear.
So,
Well, judging.
so let's
just
roll
saying.
back. Let's roll back with school. Who here went to preschool?
No.
You didn't go to preschool?
Like, wait.
So,
Like what? Like
Well,
kindergarten or just like primary school?
Kindergarten, pre-K.
I think I have, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm pretty sure I
what
have.
was pre-K like in Australia? I'm actually we're starting all the way back at the beginning, boys.
Okay, well, I think there was like, you know, arts and craft. They have like bedtime, like sessions. I always liked those sessions when I was a kid because you get to do nothing. You get to sleep at school, basically.
I would never take my naps. They would literally.
there was a few
it's like nap time was what, half an hour.
Yeah. There were also like a few like playground, like we play playgrounds outside of like recess.
Playgrounds.
Play on the playgrounds, yeah. Like
we play playgrounds.
So probably I don't think it's like other than that, I don't think it's much difference from what you guys would experience isn't like preschool or something like that. Like you probably have the same, like not much different, but like you name me stuff that you guys do.
Did you learn manners? Did you have to learn your manners in pre-K?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Because I remember, I just have a distinct memory of being in preschool and just like having this teacher like, oh my god, oh that was bright.
Hey, it's very bright. What happened?
I have to move my mouse so the screen turned back on.
Okay.
And I remember just having this teacher like just trying to get me to chew with my mouth closed.
Wait, what? She wanted you to chew
I didn't
with
have
your mouth
when
closed.
I was a kid. I didn't have manners. Those never went into my head. So they were
I mean,
like,
you don't have manners now, don't you?
"Fuck you." Yes, I do.
Okay.
Wish I could burp that. That'd been great.
I got you.
Anyway, so yeah, pre-K. I mean, preschool was kind of. It was fun. I remember it was just kind of a party constantly because you really didn't do.
I mean, like that's basically what kindergarten's like for like people. It's just like it's just something you got. The parents were just like we got work. We don't want to babysit the kids. You want just drop them into kindergarten for the day.
Oh no, kindergarten. Oh, that was actually. There's another really important thing for why kids go to preschool, is that you go to preschool to get the kid used to the routine of school.
Yeah, well, that's basically the whole like substance of like kindergarten because they want to. It's just a way to train for you because you don't want to just drop your kid at like, oh hey, guess what? It's your first day of school.
There were parents that did that when I was in kindergarten. I remember my first day of kindergarten.
I was that kid.
You were one of the screaming little bastards that didn't want your parents to leave.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't screaming. But it's different. Keep going. We'll come back to that.
My first day of kindergarten, I literally was sitting there just like, all right, sweet, I'm in kindergarten now. I was just chilling. There were kids freaking out. Parents were gone. Like, it's not that bad. We're gonna have nap time. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna probably learn something. Then we're gonna go home. Everybody else.
What about your first time like going? So let's go back to like grade 1 where there was. Where you go to school for the first time.
That was the first
grade
proper
1 like
school.
for you?
That was when you lost your nap time because they didn't do nap time in first grade.
Yep, no more nap time.
was
So
actually
that was a
somewhat
big
happy
leap. It's
about
just like
that.
I feel.
Oh, you guys had nap time in kindergarten? I didn't get that shit.
Fuck yeah, 20 minutes every day.
It's great.
Miss Parker was awesome.
Fuck.
20 minutes? God, it felt longer than time. It's just so much quicker now for me.
Yeah, it was 20-minute nap time. It was awesome.
Wow.
It was like
Felt like an hour.
it was always you go to lunch for like half an hour, and then when you get back from lunch, then you can take a nap.
Yeah.
Because you have a bunch of 5-year-olds not going to survive. No, but grade 1, that's when you actually start to actually have to do shit. Although I was still a terror when it came to school. I started drawing on the carpets.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That was
Such a rebel.
Did you ever taste like glue?
what did I eat? Paste? I probably
eat
did in
paste.
kindergarten or pre-K. I don't remember.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna bring this up. So back in kindergarten, so when there was Play-Doh, I used to like eat Play-Doh. And the moment I would start taking I know.
That's disgusting.
I thought it tasted good. Don't do it. Don't eat Play-Doh. Don't.
You thought it tasted good?
Like back then, I thought I did.
God.
And then when I started to take a shit, just the poo comes out all blue.
I don't need to know this, man. I don't need to know
I
this.
just want to let you guys know that.
Then it became a Play-Doh
Like
extruder.
it was the most like. I think about it now, it's pretty funny, but I'm like,
That's
Jesus Christ, what the
disgusting.
fuck is wrong with me?
Oh, thank you for watching this episode of the podcast. We're going now. Better just
Yeah,
derail
there's
the
a drink.
entire-
All right.
most of your
Don't forget.
viewers just left after
Yeah,
that.
hold on. I need to
comment.
forget that comment.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, Tommy, did you guys ever had that like one kid who would try and find a way to like get out of school?
Austin T.
Like,
Yeah.
Austin T. That was his
you
name.
would. Because there's this one person. He had the same name as me. I still remember his name.
Well, you have the most
His
like
name was Christopher,
you have, like, the
and,
most generic
his name was
possible.
his name was Shoebridge. That's what I remember.
Shoebridge.
Shoebridge, Christopher Shoebridge. Like it's I still remember that name. Like, and I was in grade 1.
Lives next
But,
door to Neville Longbottom.
Every single day, what he would do, he will walk. No, he would get off his chair out of the classroom and walk over to the principal's office.
It's like I'm gonna get sent here
every
eventually,
day,
so.
his mom comes and collects him and brings him home.
Wow.
So did you did I don't know if you guys did this in your school, Militia, but because I went to a private school for the first 5 years.
I'm so cool.
Didn't do jack shit for me, but all right. Well, no, I went to a Catholic school. Sorry.
That's
No,
okay.
there weren't nuns with rulers.
Damn it.
No,
Those were
that's a church.
There were pictures of nuns with rulers in the high school or in the school, but there were no nuns at that point because it was long since that. Anyway,
Did you have uniforms? Did you have
yes,
Uniforms?
yes. It's kind of like this
Oh,
kind of
actually,
shirt,
yeah, do you-
navy blue pants.
So, yeah, no, like we have to like wear formal like school
Well, that's-
clothes. Did you guys have to?
No, okay, so
Did you guys
No,
have to do
no,
that, or
I
did you
never.
get like free
it was casual
dress?
dress. So
No,
public
I-
schools always have casual dress.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so. Because the only time we're actually allowed to like wear free dresses on like either like just a special day where it's called Free Dress Day, basically. There was also a day where we get to come in school wearing our pajamas.
I
miss those
remember.
days.
I remember. I used to come in my pajamas when I was in high school.
You were one of those.
But
No,
I'm
that's cool.
lazy piece of shit. What do you want from me? I remember. When I was like really young, I used to have like certain shirts that were dedicated to the day of the week. I remember doing that as a kid. I was one of those really organized kids. And I was like, "This is my Thursday shirt. This is my Friday shirt. It's got a pocket on it. So that means it's Friday."
You know what? You remind me of that one episode in Ed, Edd and Eddie where Double D has like all these selection of his hats and they're all labeled each day of the
And
week.
they're all the same hat.
Yeah, they're all the same hat, but he has them labeled like today is the Saturdays, today's the Mondays. That's
my
funny.
God. Okay, so but back to what I was saying, because we did Global Awareness Day, which in hindsight kind of
that?
seems like the most racist thing in the world that we could have done. But the idea was that each grade took care of like a particular country. Like first grade, I can't remember. I think first grade did Mexico. Second grade did France. Third grade did Germany and that kind of stuff. But it was supposed to be you're supposed to do something in regards to that particular country. There'd usually be a dance that each class had to do.
Yeah. Yes. I did this. Yes.
We had to learn a song. I still remember the
Yes!
second grade one, which was all in French. It's the only thing in French I know how to sing, but I'm not going to sing it because I don't feel like singing in a podcast.
I had the American one, which I just felt so fucking honored because I'm like, I don't have to do jack shit.
Yeah, that was fourth grade. That we did Texas.
Yes. The Salty Dog Rag, was that it?
Some
Was it?
line dance or something like that. No, but it's
Yeah.
I love how every other grade had an actual country with it. Fourth grade had Texas.
Mhm.
How American is
Great.
that? With Texas.
Greatest country in the world, y'all. Hey, yeah.
Listen here,
Right,
you
man.
sons of bitches.
I tell you what.
My God, I was such a such a pansy because after fifth grade, I went to actual public school, and keep in mind there was really strict rules at my private school. Like you couldn't say bad words, and not like the normal ones like shit, fuck, or anything like that. You couldn't say things like crud, or darn,
What?
or dang.
Well, Don does check it off.
Darn does piss off the Lord there.
You believe me? The worst one you could say, "Oh Jesus Christ."
Oh,
that got you.
Is it
that's
a
gonna
Catholic
get
school?
you sent straight to hell.
Catholic
Yeah,
school.
if it was a Catholic school, then yes, that's offensive.
And I got my first. I actually got into my first fight in kindergarten.
Culture. Wait, what?
Yeah, we were
Like what type of fight? Like
actual fight. Fist fight. Well, sort of fist fight. It's 5-year-olds. It was kickball, and I went in front of someone and I kicked the ball when it was my turn. He got really angry. Austin Bullichhouse.
you guys like
Such a rebel,
like-
Max. Such a rebel.
I know. I'm not a confrontational person. I was just an asshole as a kid. I'm kind of an asshole as an adult. But.
Carries
when
over into adulthood, I guess.
when I was in primary school, the principal is actually my dad. When I was in primary school.
Oh, that had to be. That's worse than
Yeah.
having a teacher as your dad.
Yeah, no, but it's like it was pretty cool, but I don't like it when I get called on my name on the announcement. Like, can Chris please come to the office? I'll be like,
What does dad want?
What's up, Dad?
Oh, one time I remember one time I got in trouble from my dad as the principal, and it felt so awkward because I'm like, I feel like I'm getting punished at home, and this is my dad at work.
I imagine you did
trying to get to school.
I imagine you did get punished at home the same day.
Oh, yes.
That's
definitely.
like, this is bullshit. This is double whammies. That's
It's
not
just
allowed.
so awkward. Oh, but like I have to when I'm after school, I have to wait for him to finish work. So I'm just sitting. No, this is just weird. But what I do is I just sit outside his office. I look through the window in his office just to see what he's doing. I'm like, is he done? Is he gone? Oh, I think the person he's talking to is leaving. That means he must be done. Okay, I think
Please,
he's
Dad,
gone.
I want to go home
Let's
and
go.
play Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, that was one thing. I was just like, Dad, can we please go soon? Because it's 3:30 and the next episode of Pokemon Galactic Battles happens at 4. I remember that, because I was like, every time after school, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I want to see the next episode of Pokemon, but my dad's at work. I'm like, please, come on. We're going to be late. I'm going to miss this episode. So I was like...
Running out your VCR, my dude.
So were you guys actually good students? Like good grades and whatnot?
I'm pretty average. And I do get B's and C's, but I'm not what you call the most successful.
See, for me, it was stuttering. I did well in kindergarten, even though I was a terror. I did okay, and I did kind of crappy in first grade because I was a nightmare. I did great in second grade, did great in third grade, did okay in fourth grade. Fifth grade went train wreck. Every single year since fifth grade was train wreck.
I felt like my grades went down the moment I started high school, but I got slightly better near the end of high school with my grades. I passed all my grades. So
I went to okay. We'll get there, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. The first 7 years I was in school, I was top of the class student, and then I was more concerned with being cool from 7th grade on, and I just gave the fuck up. A couple classes I tried, but nothing too fancy.
Well, what it was for me,
were you guys allowed to have your phone at school?
No.
Well,
I didn't even have phones until I was 14.
Technically, you were allowed to have a phone with you. You couldn't have it out in class. Although
Yes,
I'm with Militia. I didn't have a phone till high school.
Oh, yeah. wait. What was it? We used to. This was so fucking stupid. When I was in high school, they used to take your headphones and they just rip them out from you, and they would put them in a box. And your parents would have to come.
No.
The last year I was in high school, I never had headphones, so I never had to deal with this shit. So they would take them, and your parents would have to come and pick them up for you. In high school, it was so bad.
Okay,
dude.
I can beat that. I can beat that. One of my history teachers said at the beginning of the semester, or beginning of the year, said, "If I catch you with headphones in, I will ask you to remove them once for the entire year. If I see you with headphones again, I will bring my scissors around and cut them."
Oh,
and
he made
good on that promise. A few times.
Oh my god, that is
he came.
That sounds more like a death threat.
You guys want to see what happened in third period? Pulled out the headphones. I'm like, oh
shit.
Oh.
So nobody ever had headphones out in his class because that was not like an empty threat. He's like, that was a promise.
Yeah.
You guys ever? Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I have to imagine those kids were so pissed.
Did you guys? shit.
Can I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. No, you're good.
I'll finish and then you can talk. So for me, for phones, you weren't allowed to have phones in primary school. You were allowed to have them in high school, just for like contact, like from like morning to afternoon after school, like contact with your parents. But like you cannot use them in class. But you know what? The funny thing is, people still use them in class. The teachers don't give a fuck. Like they just don't give a fuck anymore.
Okay, Militia, you had something you wanted to say, and I interrupted you, and Meta interrupted you.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Did you guys ever do that thing with like the earbuds where you would you'd have a sweatshirt on and you just be like listening with I remember all my friends. Marissa did that. It was just it was such an obvious ploy, but you know what? Fuck it, we were kids. AirPods make it a lot easier now. Oh yeah. Oh. Fuck
you know what? Some people like when they're in break, what they would do is they'll just go up to like the library just to play cool maths games. Do you guys know what that website was? The cool maths games.
Cool maths
I love that website. I love that. That was before like Miniclip. Just actually, that was after Miniclip died.
Anyway, so
we. Sorry.
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
One thing I kind of want. We need to, because you keep saying primary school. For our American listeners, can we understand what primary school is?
Basically, just like, like, I don't know what it's called for. I don't know how it's called.
So what years? What are the years?
Grade from like 1 to 7, but now it's grade 1 to 8.
So it's kind of like elementary and middle
elementary school, like basically. So just before high school.
Okay. So that's
just like, because that's just what we call it here in Australia. We just call them primary.
You picked it up from the British. You blame the Brits on that one. That's where you get your name from.
We get the primary school. I cannot
primary
do
school.
the British accent at will.
Blame Matt.
So actually, tell me, guys, do you when you were in high school, or in the non-high school specifically, any type of school, did you ever like did you ever have those like kids that like some weird kid like just?
Yeah, I was the weird kid.
Yeah, I was about to say I was a weird kid too. Yeah.
Okay.
I was an awkward person as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Still kind of an awkward person.
I was. But... I for some reason downgraded when I went into high school because I felt I was pretty cool in primary school, elementary school, and then the moment I got to high school, I'm just like nobody knows who the fuck I am, and I didn't make much friends in high school. I had sorry, Militia, let me finish.
No, I'm sorry. The lag makes me think you're done, and I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not done. I used to hang out with 4 people in high school. One had autism, the other one had anger issues, and the other one's just silent.
Oh,
and then there's me,
you hung out with
basically the leader.
outcasts.
Basically, yes,
so
that's what it was. The rejected outcast club. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that was the same thing for us. I hung out with kids that Kit Brown, who was stoner. No, he was like hardcore, like full on stoner. There was Shelby. She had Asperger's. Very nice girl. Really did like her. There was 2 different Chris's, Woolsey and Pedra. Woolsey had one hell of a stutter. But they're all good. They're all good guys, but it's just like people didn't want to hang out with them because they were different. 30 seconds.
For fuck's sake.
28.
No, just a second.
Count down. It's the time till Mac dies.
I watched The Ring 7 days ago. That's how much time I have left.
Wow. So anyway, did you actually watch The Ring 7 days ago?
Oh,
okay.
Why do you take him seriously?
I thought you were being serious. Anyway, yeah. So there was the guy who had autism. I liked the dude. I was pretty good friends with him. He a little weird, but I put up with him, and I like the guy. I don't talk to him as much because he's basically just disappeared off Instagram and Facebook, and the only thing he has is Skype, which I don't use Skype because who the fuck uses Skype? No, and don't say your girlfriend. Okay. There you go.
Why didn't you just use video chat and Discord? It's much easier.
Because she doesn't want to, and it pisses me off.
Now the other guy who had anger issues. Oh my god, I'm just like, I feel so annoyed and embarrassed to be around him because you know why? So, first of all, he got in a fight with my autism friend, and he chipped his tooth. So he got suspended for about a week. And this was like this was on a day when I had a day off, so I didn't see it. But my friend came up to me and he's just like, "Look at my tooth. It was like filled in, like but I could see where it chipped." I'm like, "Oh Jesus!" Because it's like, okay, so it was like one of the front tooths. So so let's say this: you got the tooth and it chipped like hard, like this, like that.
Ow! Did you ever find new and inventive ways to piss off that guy?
Oh yeah, you know how?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So horrible.
I can. Oh, okay. So basically, I was like basically cooler than him, so I could literally just get under his skin. But like, what he would do is that he would get so pissed off from me that he would be like, "What the fuck are you trying to do to me, huh? Huh?" And I'm just like, dude, you might want to chill. The teacher's watching us. And I'm like. And he's like, he really wanted to strangle me. And then a few times what he would do when we'll be playing like handball and I would be beating him at it. And the way he would react is he will grab my hat and just fling it across.
Wait, hat?
One time.
You guys could wear hats?
Like my school hat. You can wear school hats.
Oh, this is bullshit.
You guys know.
That's such...
But no, like what he did was he threw it onto the roof at one point, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to get that back down. Then the other time he threw it into a construction site that was on the school at the time. I'm just like, and I'm just staying here like, you do realize I have more power than you are. I can literally go up to a teacher and just tell you that you did that. Like, I don't know what you're gonna benefit from that, but
you're gonna be the snitch.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, meta. Remember, snitches get stitches.
Oh, and when we did like do you guys have like sports like athletics carnivals like we do races?
No, of course not. No,
okay.
We don't do football or basketball or baseball.
So I'm a pretty good runner, and like he would be doing. Okay, so the last like time I did high school on a running event, I got like third place on it.
Nice.
So I got a couple of points for my team. I was actually the first person from my team to actually cross. And then, but him, however, I lapped him. Like, he's just like, he's like jogging. I'm just running like, see ya.
On your left?
On your left.
God,
basically on your left. But I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Because to be perfectly honest, nobody in high school actually trains probably because they didn't have like parents who were just like, oh, we're going to train you. They're just probly, some did.
Cue Rocky and just go for it.
Yeah. But as for the silent dude, he was fine, but like when it comes to actually like being interacted and like just talking, he's very crazy. It's like, and he does this expression like, yeah, and he doesn't when we taking school photos. Like, he does not smile. He does not, and even when he's trying not to, he just puts on this eyes like. Actually, I got a picture. Let me show you.
Here we go with the pictures.
I got a picture of my formal still. There's watermarkers because I didn't feel like paying for the photo online.
What is it?
Can you see that?
No.
I don't know if you can. It's very bright.
Very blurry. Because you have to be at the right focal length.
Is that better?
No. You're done.
How about now?
I can't even tell which. Sort of. I can't see it clearly though.
Good enough.
Wait, is the one in the back? So like the one in the blue shirt.
Yeah, we can't see that.
I'm in the front. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, it's very hard to see.
Anyway, I can beat.
Maybe if I turn off the camera, maybe I'll make it.
It doesn't matter.
Not the camera,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, but yeah, he's trying so hard not to smile, like in any of the photos.
So the group of kids the group of people I hung out with in high school during lunch, we had the greatest perk ever. Because one of the I don't even remember what you would call him. It's kind of like a counselor for like the students that need like a little bit of extra help.
Mm-hmm. Like banana splits.
Yeah, he had an office in the school library, and during lunch he'd let us go into the office, and we could hang out and play Smash Brothers on the Wii.
What?
Yes.
Which version? Bro, yeah.
It was awesome. Like for like 2 years, that's what we did. That was amazing.
I cannot tell you how many times like I've been addicted to Brawl. I played that game so much. back in the day.
I bet you boys I can top any story you've got from school with one simple story.
Go ahead.
Let's
go
hear
ahead.
Let's hear
Lay
it
it on me.
Okay, so for as much as I talk now, and I never shut the fuck up,
I hadn't noticed.
you wouldn't believe me if I told you this. I was fuck you. I was a selective mute actually when I was a kid. I never actually spoke to people when I was in school, and that was
shy.
No, so to explain, I went to this trip with my family to Florida and came back, just stopped talking. I don't know what the fuck happened. Can't remember. Probably a good idea. I don't remember anyway. Probably trigger something else. Anyway. Not the point. So
Go meet your
I
uncle
went to school
that
that year.
that showed you some new games to play.
No. I don't even remember, and I'd rather not remember.
And Militia's gone silent again.
I remember though. Yeah, I was Silent Pete there, and it was strange. It wasn't really strange. It was kind of just like it felt normal in a sense. Went to so many different therapists and stuff, but it was always great because it got me out of class all the time. People would bully me, but eventually, then I was like the king of like my school. And then one day when I started talking, everybody was just like, "What?" It was great because we the first day I started talking was we had the same group of kids from one class to another. And the first class knew, and then when we went to the next classroom, the teacher didn't know. Like, it didn't get around the school much. So I walked in, and, and she asked a question, and they're like, "Hey, you should ask him." And it was just like, she asked, and I just said it, and she was like,
you stunned your teachers with your ability to speak.
Yeah, because nobody knew what my voice sounded like, so it's just, it's kind of weird. I don't know.
Did any school you went to have a strict rule with haircuts?
Not so much. Actually, no. My high school. I know my high school didn't, because there was a guy in my high school who came out in his freshman year and went full flamboyant. I'm talking about like pink hair. Wow. He wore like this like almost pseudo Victorian suit thing. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but. Yeah, that's what he wore like every day, and nobody ever said anything. So I can only assume there was never really a like dress code for that.
Well, okay, so like for my high school, so like we've got this there was this deputy principal. We call him. He's got a nice name. He's called Mr. Crank. I like the name. So there was this one kid who showed up to school. On the first day, this was the first day of the year at high school, and then Mr. Crank gave the guy $50 and was like, "Go down to the shopping center just down the road, get a haircut."
Really?
Wow. On the first day, he gives him $50 to go down to get a haircut on the first day before school started.
I consider my first elementary school rather strict because it was a Catholic school, but. They don't hold a candle to your shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Holy hell. Go get it. You must get a haircut.
It was so funny. Like, actually, there was another thing that happened at school at one point was there was a stabbing that happened.
What the
Australian school?
Yeah, I thought I went to a bad high school. Fuck, man.
So basically, like I don't know what the kid's name was. And if I did, I'm not even gonna say the name. But there was so two kids were in a fight, and one stabbed the other guy and was basically had to be taken to hospital.
Of course.
On that day. So it was during lunch. So like they were in like the gym area, like, and they were just like I think they were playing some sort of sport, and then they just got very pissed off, and then the dude just stabbed them with a knife.
Jeez.
They had. I don't know where he got the knife from, but the dude's fine now. Like the dude's fine now, but like that was like a point where I'm just like, what the fuck?
Nothing fuels young men like testosterone-filled stabbings.
Somebody in my high school set off a 2-liter dry ice bomb in the cafeteria.
Oh, that's
really?
So fucking cool.
No, it wasn't. It gave a lot of people hearing damage.
It's a good thing though that I don't know. Have you got? I'm assuming you guys never experienced any like shootings at school.
Oh, you racist motherfucker!
You know what?
We have guns too, just not
Freaking
all the time.
discriminatory. You go to American school. You can be shooting every year.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's not, I didn't mean to.
In
I didn't mean
April,
to be
it's
like
time
that.
for the shooting. Oh, fuck,
I didn't
man.
mean to. Okay, I didn't mean to offend people like that. Like,
We got drunk at school a couple times.
That's
Drunk?
just you. That's not me.
No,
Yeah,
no, I know
probably.
it wasn't me. I wasn't drinking. I promise. It wasn't me. A couple
you
of my
guys
friends.
you guys ever try hitting on girls in high school?
I was
Just
awkward
like-
and shit in high school. I
What
couldn't
are
even
we,
say
14?
Oh my God, you see those girls over there?
I remember.
I was the band geek.
I mean,
I tried hard to get the cheerleading shit, dude. I tried my ass off. I got rejected every time.
I remember how I would go up to a girl and was like, "Can I have your phone number?" And I was like, I said like probably 2 words to these.
You
don't
know
start
what?
with-
You're
you don't
bored
start
about
with-
it. That's what's important.
You don't start with hello.
I like
how's
say
your day
2
going?
words to these
I'm
girls,
Chris.
and I'm like, "Yeah, hi." Well, to be fair, everyone
Hi,
knew
can I have your
that
phone
was
number?
Chris. I'm basically the guy that didn't speak a lot, but people know my name, and I'm just like, "You want to add me on like Snapchat or add my phone number, Instagram?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Like, yeah. But I'm just like, if I look back now, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I really am dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
for me, I
Here's
was
the question.
I was the band geek, so it's like no.
oh, and I have no problem in like saying this out loud to the public now because it's been so long. But when I talk to like girls on Messenger, specifically it was just like one girl like I was talking to.
Get really uncomfortable.
Basically we were talking about, I was like talking to her about like just about basically, hey, you want to send me a picture of you? And I'm just like, and others were just like, the other times where I was just like, talking about like sex because I didn't realize sex was a thing until then. I was like, and then but no, it's okay. It's okay.
I didn't know what sex
I'm
was.
uncomfortable.
I didn't know what sex was, but like I was talking to them about that. And then since we're all using the iPhone in the family,
Oh no!
all of our Apple ID is connected to one Apple ID, so which means whatever I say to them, my parents can see it. So my mum came up to me and just like,
oh no!
"What is this?" It's like, I'm just like, "Did you send this?" I'm like, "No, that ain't me." I don't know.
It was my brother.
Yeah, it was my brother. Like,
He's 6.
like to be fair, like I was like during that like high school, I'm a fucking idiot in high school. Like, without a doubt.
Okay, so that's the one thing
We
we can
all
all
are.
agree. In retrospect, we were all fucking dumbasses.
Yeah, yeah,
We thought
definitely.
literally the worst part of our day or the worst part of our lives were what? Homework. I would
No,
kill
it's
to
not.
I would kill to go back to high school with what I know now.
Now it's taxes, fraud, evasion,
Oh, taxes, rent.
alcohol abuse.
Yeah. But like, yeah, that was a thing. Like I just say stupid stuff to girls back then. I'm like I'm a changed man now, so like I just look back at this, I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot back
Hold
then.
on, Meta,
like,
Meta, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh, just wait. It gets worse.
Oh no.
It gets worse.
No.
You will start thinking about, as time goes on, you will start remembering other things from your time in high school and in like as a kid, and you're gonna go, I was a fucking moron. More
Yeah,
and
I
more
know.
and more and more. And I imagine 20 years from now, I'm gonna look back at myself and go, God, I was a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Making those
Tip
stupid
for everyone:
podcast
don't
episodes.
if
like,
you're
God,
talking
stupid.
if you
No, I'm
just
gonna be rich from the podcast. This is gonna be big.
guys, if you're ever gonna get a girl's phone number, just actually talk about stuff that you learned.
what
Like, have a
Tinder's
conversation
for
with them
these
about
days.
like, yeah, no, just don't talk to them about sex.
I don't.
Just don't.
Actually, like, okay, so like my first girlfriend that I actually got involved with, literally like the first day I was texting with her, she started asking me about like sexual stuff. I'm like, damn, girl, slow down.
1
Yeah,
week
no,
for me, for my first girlfriend. It was bad. It was very bad.
Like, here's the thing
That
for me.
relationship didn't
The only
last
thing I
long.
do the only thing I do when I text now is just I just normally text about like if people want to hang out or if they're just like, just like know how people are going, or like have a conversation with them. Like, do you like this type of game? Like this new game is coming out, you want to get it? Because like
How come
That's
you
what
never
you should be
text
talking
me?
about. Don't. I do text you. I texted you
get texted
today.
to know
I
about the
texted you the
podcast.
other day if we're gonna do this podcast.
No, you lied. There's no
Wow.
proof. No proof at all.
No proof at all.
No receipts. Show me the receipts.
Yeah. So luckily for me, I have never sent a dick pic, and I'm never going to. I'm very grateful for that.
You will.
If I did that,
You will. One of these days, you will.
No, if I did that in high school, I would be scarred for life.
Oh, in high school, yeah, because you can't trust any girls in high school.
No.
What you do is you have to get.
Don't ever do that in high school. Do
get
not.
enough pictures of her first. That way, if she tries to post any of her shit, you just post it right on back.
Just don't like ask girls to like send you photos. It's wrong. It's harassment, and
Oh, I never asked.
people can send it over the internet.
I have
and
never asked once for nudes. Now, if
I've never
nudes
asked for
magically
nudes, I
showed
just-
up on my phone, that's a whole different thing. But I never asked for them.
Yeah,
Alicia,
but
you've
like
gone
you just
really awkwardly quiet.
Well, I think he does.
Let's go on to the topic, boys.
But anyway, yeah, like no, it was like it's like I understand why my parents get mad when I do stuff like that because they're just trying to protect me from like the stuff that I should not be doing.
Anyway,
I'm perfect.
Anyway,
Like,
I agree.
these days I'm just like everything's fine now.
All
But
right, I'm actually going to agree with Militia with its move forwards here. Do you guys do any extracurriculars in schools?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
like,
Like, did you do? You did like track and field.
oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Militia, the awkward kid in the back.
That's how I'm gonna go first this time.
He speaks. He has a voice.
Fuck you. Fuck.
Good of high school flashbacks.
It was middle school. It was
Middle school. Oh, sorry.
April 27th, 2010,
You got dates.
Don't think about the year.
11.
You stop thinking. You're
Yes,
gonna give yourself
11.
a headache.
April 13th, 2011. That was the day I started talking. Anyway, I did comic book club. That was the greatest. thing
Comic
ever
book
fucking
club. All right.
I loved it.
Why do I feel like that's just like because we actually had a gamers club in my high school, which is exactly what you think it was.
Yeah,
bunch of kids get
That's
together
basically-
after school and just play video games.
That's basically what we were. We did comic books, we did manga, we did gaming. It was a whole mishmash and BS. But we had no funding either. We were completely volunteer, which really sucked because we never got to do like trips to like Comic-Con or any BS like that. It sucked.
Mm.
I did marching band and symphonic band and wind
Makes sense.
ensemble. I was a band geek, super band geek. But I got one thing out of it that I actually am quite proud of. Actually, where is it? Guys, keep talking. I'll be back. I'll be back.
What was your
Continue.
Were you just out of curiosity because I did track for a little while. Were you a distance or were you a sprinter meta?
The distancer.
I never could do distance. The first I could do was like the 400, and I remember I almost threw up doing that one too. It was so bad. I like the hurdles though. I like the hurdles.
Yeah. I've you ever done like discus or shot put?
I wasn't good at it. Wasn't good at it, honestly. Was not very good at it.
I'll be better at shot put now because I've gotten a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Back then.
Fuck yeah! I got my letter jack. I have a letter.
It's too late to turn in my resignation.
Yes.
Was there any like subjects you guys enjoyed?
History and science.
Monsters and Marvels and Literature.
Okay, Militia. This is a school podcast, not a.
No, it's
Comic-Con
it was a real subject.
podcast.
It was a real subject. It was a
Okay,
writing.
well-
it was an English course.
It's gonna be really hot in this
I
jacket
learned,
really quick.
This is something that like it's pretty obvious with me. I like media, like and
Never would've
drama.
guessed. Never would have guessed.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite classes
Cool.
I took was actually theater tech. You know, like build the sets and hang
Was
the
it?
lights and all that. Oh, that was so much
Oh,
fun.
nice.
I loved my typing class. Honestly, that was probably the best
Typing?
class I ever took.
I actually got out of typing. I took digital film instead.
I hate you so much. But honestly, typing was like the best class I ever took. I can type like 70, 80 words a minute now.
Oh, I can't type for shit.
I learned how to shut.
I do like
I
30
learned
or
how to
40.
shut down computer. I learned computer commands from that because we used to shut down the teacher's computer.
Oh, you were one of those.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
it's already getting hot in this jacket. It's like 84 in here.
Take it off, man. You don't need
I
it.
need it.
You don't need it.
Yeah. Class of
It's like 100 degrees, man. Don't kill yourself.
But yeah, my high school, they consider marching band a sport for some weird reason.
What?
So because I did it for 3 years, I made varsity marching band. So I got my
That's
letter
pretty
for
cool.
it. So
That's still pretty cool.
anywho, but yeah, so I did lots of band. But theater tech was actually probably the other class I did where I had more fun than band. It's also where I learned how to use all of my power tools.
You ever played an instrument before? Like,
Have I played an instrument?
Such a...
No.
No.
No, not at all.
not my
Definitely
guess.
no, not at all. So yeah.
I used to play the trumpet.
That's what I
could
played.
totally see that.
Yeah.
I played trumpet and I played mellophone for 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I gotta take
So
this
you
thing
know how to
off.
play
I'm
like a
gonna-
flugelhorn and all that shit?
Yeah, same instrument as a trumpet. Just has a little bit richer tone. Wow, hold on.
Interesting.
Oh,
Anybody
it's
was
gone.
paying attention, you actually saw my real name for a moment.
Oh, I know what your real name is. It's all good, man.
Yes, we just don't say it.
Mac.
Yes, that's right.
I'm
It
not
says
gonna say
Mac on the jacket. Definitely not my real name. And you guys will never know it because it's a secret.
Yeah.
Shut up, Chris.
Unless you pause the video right now.
Watch it, man. You're tempting me now.
Anyway, oh anyway, yes, I was saying I got out of typing because I took digital film, which is a class I either did really good at or I sucked at because I didn't understand half the concepts. But
Seems about right.
one of my favorite videos, and unfortunately I lost the file. I don't know. I've lost the file ever since then. I made a video in which we had to do a public service video, so I decided to do a spoof on the PETA ads. You know, with the in the arms of the angels.
Oh no. Oh no.
I did. I was
Toes.
representative of the people for the ethical treatment of electronics. Pete.
Hey!
I was a member of Pete.
Thank you.
And it was just a video. I got a friend of mine. I just filmed him just destroying shit with like a baseball bat. It was such a great video. I got an A on that video too. Meadow's gone super quiet.
I have no idea what to talk about.
Did you guys ever have to
I'm
take
sorry.
a foreign language?
Yes, I took 4 years of Spanish and I regret every bit of it.
I
Don't
think I
remember
did
a thing.
like 1 year of Chinese.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, no, Australia. That would be a Chinese would be a good thing to learn in Australia.
I know, but I want to learn Chinese.
Well, you don't.
I know one thing. I only know one thing in Chinese. That's ni hao.
Ni hao, I'm Kailan.
Ni hao san ming to. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
that's-
still remember that.
I took freshman year Spanish and I got a D in it. And then I somehow got out of Spanish too because we're supposed to take 2 years of a foreign language. I somehow got out of that.
I wish I could go back to high school and do English again. That's one
English?
subject.
God, I hated English.
English.
Oh, I was about to say,
yeah.
like, wait a minute, that's not a foreign language. Wait a minute. I'm like, oh, wait, you're talking
No.
about English.
I
know,
this is-
yeah, no, I figured it out. I feel dumb.
'cause
Oh, my
I
ass.
can agree in myself that I'm pretty bad with my English. I can say that.
Well, the problem is, man, I think
No.
what it is, you have a phrase in your head and you try to speak it before you're done thinking it.
Exactly.
So you get
That is
yourself. I do
exactly
the
what
same
it
thing
is.
sometimes. I'll say something completely like wrong. Or you ever have those moments when you say something in your head and it sounds perfectly fine, but as soon as you say it out loud, it's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
60% of my language.
Oh no, I get that a lot with you guys. The moment I hear like, for example, if Cam goes to me like, what? I'm like,
Oh shit! What did I say?
I feel
Rewind.
like a fucking dunce.
It's rewind time.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Don't.
What's the 20?
Yeah.
Honestly, what's the 2020 rewind gonna be?
There isn't
I
gonna
know,
be
there
one.
wasn't-
It's just gonna be a mask.
You can't get fucking anything
I
this year.
forgot to say something at the beginning of this. Obviously, I think all three of us can agree that we have very deep thoughts for anybody who was affected by the explosion in Beirut.
Oh.
That shit, holy fuck. 2,700 tons of ANFO went off.
What's ANFO?
Ammonium nitrate fuel oil. But you ever watch Mythbusters?
Yes.
You know the classic video where the cement truck goes bye-bye?
No.
You've seen the cement truck explode. Everybody's seen that video.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, anyway. So the Mythbusters basically erase a cement truck with 800 pounds of ANFO. They created a small crater with one with 5,000 pounds. This was on the magnitude of thousands of times bigger. It decimated everything around it. It was amazing the amount of power that was set off in that moment. Also, what genius thought it was a good idea to store ANFO next to a fireworks factory?
The genius who doesn't know, lost his job.
Oh, I meant this clear. I've never seen Mythbusters, so I can't make a reference.
Okay, I realize, which is fine, but I reject reality and I substitute my own. That is a reference, just because I'm a huge Adam Savage fan, even though I don't agree with his politics, but I like his personality. Anyway, yes. But yes, anybody who we are very saddened by the loss of life because of that explosion. So anybody there?
This year is just so dreadful.
Well, let's see here. Let's do a quick recap of where we're at so far in 2020.
Let's recap all the way back from August. We have bushfires in Australia.
Well, no.
The death of many koalas. Those poor koalas.
I love Meta's face when he said that.
Koalas.
You don't understand, Militia. Koalas they're cute.
Koalas are adorable.
And they were on Kangaroo Island, and what happens? They die. They all died of that bushfire, man.
Okay.
Well, not all of them, but a lot.
Time out.
There were a lot of koalas in there.
No, I want to roll back to the beginning. So we had in January was almost World War III, apparently. There's a whole shit going on.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
February, Australia was on fire. Also, I believe February is when Kobe Bryant died.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Baby nut.
Baby nut. March, the entire world panics and goes into shutdown. Nothing really happened in April because continuing shutdown. May.
Murder Hornets.
Murder Hornets. May, I don't remember what happened in May. May was kind of a blur. In June, we had the George Floyd incident. Mm-hmm. Which actually I put slight blame on that. A little bit of that is why this whole COVID thing in America got worse for a brief time, and now it's going down again.
Yeah.
Well,
there's also been an out.
Let me explain.
No, I get what you mean.
No, because
people weren't wearing masks. People weren't wearing masks.
I wanted to explain myself because I realized I just made a very strong statement, and some people might get pissy. The fact of the matter is that you look at the numbers. Let's say for LA County. In my county, the number of cases has gone up dramatically, and the demographic for the number of cases that have gone up dramatically, 28 seconds.
For fuck's sake! Well, you have 28 seconds.
Are in the age bracket of 18 to 35. That kind of age bracket that would have been participating in the protest quite heavily. Mm-hmm. Also, we had videos of a lot of them not wearing masks and in close proximity. Now, logically speaking, if you're in that kind of an environment, one person has COVID. It spreads then to what? A dozen people. Then they spread it to another dozen people, and it waterfalls from there. Snowballs, yeah. So, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have been protesting. No, they had a very reasonable, good reason to protest, and that's fine.
But they should have been doing it safely.
Agreed. The greatest thing was that it was in July or February or July after that. They released new COVID regulations. They said no groups over 12, and then no protests over 100. I'm like, hold on a second. If I'm in a group of friends, I can't have more than 12. But if I protest, I'm just going to say everything I do with friends is going to be a protest. But anyway, like I said, that's my logic, my speaking. That's my 2 cents on the subject.
There was also the outbreak down at Melbourne. So there's been over the states in Australia, there's been a lot of like everyone's been following the Victoria restriction rules for COVID now.
Well, I mean, as the society actually starts opening things up and getting back to normal, there is going to be an expected uptick in cases. There's no way you're going to get away from it. It's going to happen. The trick is you got to make sure that your infrastructure can handle the uptick. So that's the way you look at it. Like, I know right now, I think the plan is to make sure that we're in California, we're supposed to be below a certain point, which most of the boxes on that have been ticked at this point. So I'm wondering why they haven't reopened everything yet, but whatever.
I think we're in phase 4 right now. I think New York is in phase 4. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, New York hasn't had that many cases lately. California passed New York as a total number of cases.
Did it? Oh, shit.
Yeah, we have over 600,000 confirmed cases now.
What do we have?
400 and something.
Have any one of you been tested for COVID yet? Like corona?
No, the closest thing I got to that was a cold. Because a few weeks ago, I actually got like a just regular cold, fever, cough, that kind of stuff. I was laid out for a few days.
My brother has, and I don't want to do it because I don't feel like having something stick up my nose. I'd much rather have a needle.
How that works?
Yeah, well, no, they check your tongue and they also check your nose. So they put something up deep into your nose.
Dude, no, not again. No.
yeah, they're gonna do it, Militia. Now you're scared.
Dude, I have my nose cauterized, dude. I don't need anything else going up there, okay?
Well.
So yeah, that's about as close as I've gotten to COVID. Which actually, the funny thing is, when you look at the common cold is a coronavirus. It's a type of
it is. Yeah.
It's not the novel 2019 coronavirus, but it is a coronavirus. So I don't know.
Just the only problem with this one is that the fact that this one can be fatal.
The common cold can be fatal.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay, well, I can't think of like one fatal. Big deal. Okay, Matt,
I can be fatal.
Tell me one big deal about this COVID-19 that puts all of us in a house, until we get it.
The governments want more power.
Yeah, I'm not gonna step myself into this conversation.
I think that was.
I'm gonna have to edit that
I remember.
Part. I'm gonna get me in trouble.
I'm pretty sure there was some.
Yep.
I think I remember there was like one of my family members posted on Facebook was about Donald Trump talking about how Australians are being misleading about how this coronavirus is acting.
No, I don't.
Thinks we're fucking stupid. Like that's what he said. Like
he's a sausage patty.
And I mean, the fact of the matter is, yes, it is actually quite dangerous for older people. Like you're elderly. And from the numbers I've seen, the deaths right now, 60% of all the deaths to COVID in California have been people over 60.
Like this. So I can't think of any problems over in Queensland, but I know down in Melbourne, like they're having the worst. Like, yeah, so I'm lucky.
Talking about school,
I know. Well, school's out.
But we jumped into when Disney bring up this topic about COVID for the time being and then we'll get back. Unless you have anything else to talk about.
Welcome to the Tangent Podcast.
Yeah.
Never-ending tangents.
Oh, like the other day I was trying to look for some dumbbells so I can do some workout at home.
What the fuck?
We're really going into this now. Yeah, because COVID, I can't find a fucking dumbbell anymore because they're all sold out. Have you tried looking
in the mirror?
Cad Bane, Star Wars. Sorry.
In the mirror? Why would I find them in the mirror?
You'll find a dumbbell if you look in the mirror.
I get it now.
Resist.
You only wanted to make that joke to insult me.
I saw an opportunity and I took it.
No.
Okay.
You would have done the same thing.
You would have done the same thing. Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, Militia, look, if you have anything you want to talk about with school, Militia, let me know.
I was pretty standard kid. Got the shit bullied out of me. Then all of a sudden went to be the awkward silent kid.
What about
not silent?
Okay, so let's pull it back to school. So after high school, who here actually went to college?
I dropped out.
No,
I dropped out.
I did this thing called TAFE. So I didn't do college. I didn't do uni.
TAFE?
That's basically what it is.
What is TAFE?
What? It's basically like a mini course where I can do
it's a sticky substance you can use.
I do courses on just any job related thing, like maybe first aid or
it's like a trade school.
basically.
Okay.
Like so I can basically do that instead of uni. It was pretty good.
Uni. That's a great name for college.
That's what it's called instead of college. It's basically university, but everyone just calls it uni.
That's a great name, actually. That's better than what we college. I went to college.
You know when I got college.
Actually,
that's why I got all these. That's what it sounds like. I'm sorry.
You're in my garage with all my college. The great thing, the funny thing is on my mom's side, nobody has ever graduated from college apart from my brother, who has an AA.
What does your brother do?
He works. It's kind of hard to explain. He helps manage a home mortgage software company, program for clients.
Okay.
Anyway, kind of confusing.
My brother is doing uni for studying to be a science teacher. My other brother wants to be like a film director because he loves J.J. Abrams. Like, he loves him a lot.
See, when I was a kid, it was all about Steven Spielberg.
Oh, my brother says, Steven Spielberg is a bit of a mediocre director. That's what my brother said.
Sorry.
And I'm not. I'm just like.
Sorry. Who the fuck?
Okay, Steven Spielberg laid the groundwork for the modern film industry.
Exactly. And I just looked at him. I'm like, I'm never gonna let this go. You just said that to me. I'm gonna annoy you about it.
Look,
I am going to annoy you about it for the rest of your life.
Look, you look at the movies that you had like in the 50s and the 60s.
You got Jaws. You got E.T., Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park.
Let's move back. Okay, 50s movies. Very
50s,
dry, very and very kind of stuffy. Then you start getting into the 60s.
The 50s is its own thing.
Yeah, but then you get into the 60s with when Steven Spielberg started coming in, George Lucas, which was later on, but those kind of directors that started saying, what if we did it differently?
Yeah.
What if we made it more about, making a good effect and actually some action and a storyline?
Or a bit of a comedy, it's
the
60s. Now these days, 60s is just a comedy for me.
Yeah, well, I've watched Star Trek, so yeah.
I watched Get Smart, Batman 60s. It's fucking great.
Oh my god, the 60s Batman.
I love Get Smart.
The 60s Batman is so
Adam
awesome.
West, man, and Burt Ward, they're so great.
Actually, that generation of Batman did bring one of my favorite Jokers, Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero, yeah, no, he's a pretty good Joker. You can see the mustache, like.
Well, the thing is, though, because Cesar Romero refused to shave his mustache for the role.
Yeah, I know that.
But I think it also adds to the insanity of the character that he still had his mustache under the makeup.
Oh yeah, I never thought about it. You can get the pop figure of that, and it has the mustache.
I can't find it.
Mustache.
It's been vaulted.
I've got Adam West down.
You bastard! I want that one.
I saw.
How much do you want? How much do you want for it?
No, I ain't selling.
How much do you want?
Fuck,
I'll give you $100.
Adam West is a treasure, man. I will give you
$100.
Ooh, tempting. I ain't taking it.
But you pay shipping.
I have to pay for the shipping.
Yes.
That's dog shit.
Anyway, so I think that's pretty much
$22 on whatnot.
Oh.
All right, so back on the topic with like the 60s and onward.
What topic? We were supposed to be talking about school.
Well, we're talking about like how Steven Spielberg, my brother said, was mediocre, and then we had this bantering about like the 40s, 50s, 60s. No. We have to defend Steve Spielberg, man.
Steve Spielberg is a great director. There's no
one of the best directors ever.
He's made such nostalgia films that are going to be passed down to generation to generation.
Generation and generation.
You're
the old Irishman, Andrew. You go to generation to generation.
You go to generation.
Hey, boy. I'm pissing off so many people in this fucking podcast. Anyway.
This is a strong episode.
Here's the thing. When you think of like a good alien film, you would think, well, E.T. Like that's
I think of Alien.
E.T. No, I'm talking about like when kids are like looking. No, when I'm saying okay, that's a big turn. That's like saying, it's like what I think about as a kid. I watch Astro Boy, and you're just like, no, it's Terminator. You fucking stupid. Yeah, but no, I'm just saying like James Cameron. Oh yeah.
Yeah, such a weird man.
comes up with really good movies, and still gets outsold and still gets beat at the box office by his ex-wife.
Is he the one that made Avatar?
Yep.
Is that right?
The
Yeah.
most expensive movie ever.
And Titanic.
And Titanic, the second most expensive movie ever.
Is it the most expensive?
The second one. Avatar is the most
Like, are we
expensive
talking
movie
about
ever
in
made.
like budget, like production, or just like box office? Oh, okay. I thought it was a little.
Oh!
For some movies outrageous.
Random fact. If you adjust for dollars, the movie Titanic costs more than the actual ship itself.
Seriously,
That's
Jesus.
unfortunate.
Wow.
Because the production cost for Titanic was $200 million. It adjusted for $97 or 1997 money Titanic would have been worth about $120 million.
Oh my fucking god.
You made a movie that costs more than the damn boat.
That hurts. That hurts.
Oh my god.
Good job, James Cameron. I appreciate that. Anyway, I think that's all for us because honestly, we're rambling a bit.
I mean, I will say this at school: some of the best like lessons you ever get is when you either watch a movie. Because here's the thing: they're supposed to be there just so you can, the teacher can go at the end of the movie. So like, you know how in this scene they had this thing. That's basically what we're talking about. And but I feel like every like student that was watching the film is just like, I'm just enjoying watching the film. I wasn't paying attention to anything that was actually that we were supposed to be listening to. I just enjoyed watching the movie.
Meta, you were forgetting about the most important videos you ever watched in school.
What?
The science guy. Bill!
Yeah!
Bill! It's the only reason why I know inertia is a property of matter.
I just watched Bill.
Science rules. Did you not have Bill Nye?
Bill.
Or did you have some like Australian ripoff of Bill Nye?
No, I think
Bill
no. Well, we didn't. No, it was no Australian ripoff.
Bruce the Science Man.
He's got a kangaroo sidekick.
I love documentaries. Right. I don't know if we got anything else.
I think that's all of it.
Discuss.
I think that's pretty much everything for this episode of the podcast. We're actually coming up to time anyway, because I do try to keep these about about an hour and 20 minutes. And
What do you think you're gonna call it?
I have no idea yet. It might just be the podcast of random.
How about this? Called Back to School with the podcast.
The podcast.
You see those ads?
Podcast of randomness. That's what I'm gonna name it. This is one of the more random ones.
Podcast goes back to school.
Anyway, back to the school future.
I want to die.
No, that's a stupid name. I'll come up with something later. But thank you all for tuning in for this episode of the Idiots of Randomness. Follow us on our various content channels. I'm at Twitch.
Social media.
Twitch.tv/McElroy38. Meta, you can find him at twitch.tv/Metrone with an O. Or no, with a 0 instead of an O.
With a 3.
Wait, is it 3? Oh, it is 3.
Yeah.
You changed it. I forgot. I'm sorry. Look down below.
I changed it. That's what I did.
And Militia at the Militia Gamer Real.
Yes.
I forgot about that one the last
Got
time.
it.
The Militia Gamer
Real at the end?
And capital letters.
I couldn't get the Militia. Couldn't get the Militia Gamer.
So you put real in capital letters.
But you couldn't put the real Militia Gamer. You just put the Militia Gamer. Real.
No, it's in capital letters. So it's yes. You have to yell the last part.
It's like you put it in
real.
It's like you just put it in like in quotes, like when you're like making a video and you say not clickbait. That's basically what you're saying.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Like this is Militia Gamer real. Like this is the real. I'm like Militia Gaming verified.
Anyway. But thank you all for watching. Do send us questions. We're still looking for questions. Always need questions. Audio file, make it under a minute. Audio file about 20 megabytes in size. Send it to idiotsofrandomness@gmail.com. Put questions in the subject line. The questions can be on anything, although anything inappropriate we will put to a vote, and if we decide not to air it, sorry. And also check out, I did make a Twitter page for the Idiots of Randomness. You'll probably, that's just for updates for whenever we do put an episode out, because it is kind of random, because we don't get our schedule. We need to figure out a schedule with this. I think every other week we ought to do this.
Yeah, a week or two. I feel like we can try it each week.
No, I don't have enough to talk. Unless you guys want to start contributing subjects to talk about. We can't do this weekly.
Fortnite. Okay, then we'll try and go for Fortnite.
Yeah,
we need.
It's not a bad.
like, I don't think we need to. Well, first of all, I need to get Stu on for one.
Stu, get your ass in here.
He's not here at the moment, but whenever he gets
Well,
back.
I know Ghost still wants your brother to come in.
Oh yeah. That is Stu. That is Stu. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we need to get your brother on.
You know what I can do though? I can actually get my young brother to like come in for a podcast because I'm pretty sure he can talk about all the Minecraft he does, all the speed runs he does.
He does Minecraft speed runs?
Yeah, and he does it. He does he does speed runs of Minecraft that nobody else ever does.
Are you wearing flash shoes or socks?
No.
What?
He's wearing the flash socks. Make him run faster.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Anyway,
thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. Have a good night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Yeah. Cue the outro, Mac.
No, I have to do my thing. Thank you all for watching. I'm Michael McElroy for Chris Metrone and Pete Militia. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm gone. I'm done. Great, that was a fucking great episode.
Get your ass back here, boy. Record. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Idiots of Randomness, and Militia is not here because he's a fucking bitch.
He's always late.
Yeah, he is.
He didn't want to do it last week. He did not. No, to be fair, we all want to be Palpatine. Who does not want to be that guy who's
I don't need a butt crack on my forehead.
Why not?
Just like I was expecting Meta to lose it. He's just like, what? What? Bobbin.
Do you ever wonder why they don't make you a Jedi Master?
I wish I
don't
knew.
have a butt crack on my forehead.
They don't. They don't trust you, Anakin.
You need a butt
They
crack.
see your future.
Oh,
Siri, I'm not talking to you.
I thought you turned her off. No, you got a new phone. That's right.
Yeah, no, I got a new phone, so she's enabled.
Which is still not as good as my phone.
I'm not sure I understand.
Hold on, let me just turn you off, Siri. Like, it's nothing. It's not you. It's
not you. It's me.
Personally.
He's breaking up with Siri.
God.
Again.
Meta, man. You gotta let her down more gentle than that. Fuck.
I did.
No, just kick that bitch to the curb. Welcome.
Just go. Just go. Hurry up and do it. You know,
It never goes well.
You actually start.
It never goes well the first take, boys. First take can never go well.
I want to do this in one take. One of these days. It'll never happen, but one of these days.
No.